All right, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another edition of Do One Thing. This one was supposed to be filmed outside like previous episodes. However, we ran into some technical difficulties with our devices, so in any case, today I went out and I did one thing. I did another run. I added a couple more tenths of a mile, and the temperature was 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So a couple little fitness tips and tricks here. Number one, go out and get exercise in extremely cold temperatures. Make sure you have the right gear on and make sure you breathe through your nose. Now, breathing through the nose does a couple different things. Number one, it filters the air, but when it comes to cold, more importantly, it warms the air. When the temperature gets below about 42 degrees Fahrenheit, you can lose up to 30% of your lung capacity. So nearly 1/3 of your lung capacity can go away because of cold temperatures. Your lungs become less efficient at cold temperatures. At the same time, there's actually more oxygen in the air. So this is a benefit if you're able to hold back enough. So if you're one of these cyclists who's always going out and trying to get Strava records and stuff like that, slow it down a little bit. You're not going to be able to go as fast anyway in cold temperatures because of higher air viscosity. So the same thing that makes more oxygen in the air also makes you slower on the bike. The main thing holding you back on a bicycle is the resistance from the air. But another important thing to understand about breathing through the nose is nitric oxide content. So here's a great article on breathology. And what we're talking about here is when you breathe through your nose, you raise your blood oxygen levels because of nitric oxide. So a chemical reaction happens in your sinus passages where nitrogen is converted into nitric oxide. That gets into your bloodstream and that increases your effective blood oxygen level. So I'm just going to let the article scroll here. This breathology site, this guy is he's a world champion free diver, I believe is his resume for this. Stig Severinsen, the founder of Breathology, a PhD in medicine and 4 times free diving world champion. So yeah, breathe through your nose. And of course, try to breathe through your nose all the time for this reason. Not only does it filter the air, it also creates higher levels of blood oxygen. So if you're going so hard that you need to breathe through your mouth, there are some benefits to slowing down a bit, especially in cold temperatures because of the warming effect. So those are some benefits of getting out there and getting some exercise in very cold temperatures. Now, I being a pro athlete, my fitness, when it gets bad, typically it takes about 2 workouts, and then I find myself back to appropriate levels of fitness. But regardless of what your fitness levels are, go out, go for a walk, put on the proper gear, and so on. Don't get frostbite. And make sure you do one thing. Don't procrastinate. That just makes things worse. We have a tendency to build up things in our mind and make them seem worse than they are. Most things, no matter how bad they seem, once you start doing them, they don't seem that bad. You get yourself in a groove, and you find that it's not as bad as you may have made it out to be. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. This has been another episode of Do One Thing. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, and don't forget to press like and subscribe. Press that notification bell. Click the links in the description to see our other websites and so on. And don't forget to share the content on your social media. Thanks, friends and foes, and we'll see you next time here at Do One Thing.